Okay, now we are going to try to animate the design that we have just created. I'm going to do something very special, and in this way that I'm going to clone the picture that we just added into this design. So we are going to have different pictures that are going to come together and combine in with the kind of animation that we are just going to create. So what we are going to do is we are going to right click on it, and then we are going to select clone. Okay, it has cloned it once. We are going to move it a bit backward to fit in the clone. We are going to do it again once to clone it again, and then we move it again to fit to the rest of the picture. Okay, we can also move it like this to make sure that everything is put in place so you won't see any different. We're going to place this one as well there behind, so it looks like one picture, but there are actually three at the moment. Okay, so we are going to select it once again, and we will have in total 4 pictures. We could actually have 5 or 6 depending on what we want. We clone it once again, so we have one clone. Okay, and then we are going to visualize it. We can move them to other places, so and then we make sure that they fit exactly what we want. Okay, so this one we are going to place it there as well. Okay, still look like only one picture. Okay, let us start animating the whole thing. Okay, so to animate what we want to use, the design that we have just created, we just go here on the left side of the screen, left side button, and then we click this one. Time, the timeline is going to open. It's pretty much the same timeline that many video editor used. It works on the same way. So we are going to select one of the picture, as you can see. We can also access the layers, the design on the layer pattern. If we click here on the layer, we have different things that appear here. So we have the first picture, the second picture, the third picture, the fourth picture, the text, and the background. So let us start one by one to start by animating them. Okay, so we are going to click on one of the picture, and you cannot see it because it's behind one of the picture that we have added. So it's highlighted here with the red arrow. So we are going to click in this plus sign, and then we are going to decide to move it from left. Okay, and then we apply the opacity, and then we say apply. Okay, and then we move to the next one, that picture. Okay, and then we come here, we click on the plus, and we say we want to move it from right. It's going to move from right and apply, and we move on the next picture, and then we click here, and then we decide to move it from the top, and then we apply as well, and we have the last picture here, and we are going to decide to move this picture from, let us decide what we are going to do it. We are going to decide it from the bottom. Okay, so we decide and we apply it, and now we still have to animate the text. The text, we are going to select it, and then we say the text we want to animate this as intros. Okay, let us select intros, and then we say apply. Okay, so let us play the whole thing. Okay, our animated design is going to start like this, and then if we want to play it, we are going to see what is going to happen. They are going to come from all the way, and then they are going to end it there. So, but we are not done yet. you are not done yet. So I'm going to decide that I want to bounce this picture that you can see here. I leave the cursor at the end of the animation that we just did before. Okay, and then I select here, and then I said I want it to bounce. Let that bounce. Okay, and as you can see, it's going to bounce at the end. So let us play the whole thing again, and then with the go ahead, play, and then it's going to bounce at the end. Okay, so we can also decide to add effect on the text that is below the picture. So we are going to move it onto here, okay, where everything ends, where the bounce is about to start. We are going now to select to the text, and we are going to decide what we want to do with the text. So if we want to have it to flash, or we want to, to glow or to push, okay, let us say we want to have it as pause. Okay, so let us play the whole thing again, and then we see what we have just done now. So the text, and yes, as you can see. Okay, so now that we are done with our design, the next thing that we want to do is we want to make sure that our design has been saved, that we save it, so we won't lose our work. We'll click here on Save Work. Okay, now we have saved our work. Okay, the next thing is what we want to do with it. We want to export it. So, okay, so to be able to do so, you can click here. Okay, and then we can export it in as an image. Okay, as a JPEG image, as a MP4, as a GIF, as framed, as a PDF, and also HTML5 code. Okay, so for now we are going to decide to download it as a MP4 video. So we click on it, and it's going to start exporting the export process. Okay, and once this export process is ready, it's going to directly download it on your screen, as you can see. So we can access this file by clicking on it, and we can also review what we just did now, the project that we created.